We are
where all the parents dropped them off at.
the upper lower Yosemite Falls loop. It's a mile, it's paved, it's super easy. But if you walk around the corner, you can see both the upper and the lower falls. So it's a really pretty spot, but loud and crowded, but beautiful. I like the upper falls because it looks like it's falling in slow motion.
I got a lot of that footage. We'll get some
Did
of
you get
this
some of
snow.
that? Yeah, we'll show you that. But it is really cool. It's a beautiful area. And there are big rocks where kids can climb and chase each other. So
Yep. They've got little benches made out of large
Out of
fallen
logs.
timber, it looks like, so that's cool too. But lots of people.
lots of people, lots of field trip groups, I think, too.
Yeah.
There's like groups of 30 kids coming together. So
Yeah,
speaking of, here comes a whole field trip now.
a whole group of them.
Shuttle stop 6. We didn't look, we just got on the shuttle and rode and hoped we were getting off at the right spot. But this is shuttle stop 6. The village where the museum and all of that is, that's shuttle stop 5. So we figured it out after we got on.
Cook Meadow Loop, that actually comes out of the visitor center and is just basically the walking path down the road. So
And that's where you can see Halfdome and El Capitan and some of those other really
yeah,
notorious sites.
notorious,
Well-known Yosemite sites.
world famous.
World famous.
All right, we're gonna get some more shots. Maybe find the kids. Don't know. We'll see. So we are at the base now. We did a hike up the rocks. Really, rock scramble, as Simon calls it. I would say that if you look in any direction, you have a cool view.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking out at, I don't know what this side is, but it's
Giant cliff.
just a massive mountain cliff face. And then we've got waterfalls behind us.
And
A lot
rock climbers.
of people. Yeah, there's a rock climber over there somewhere.
Not the most important.
The kids made it up. Brielle's enjoying this hike, shockingly.
Yep. She doesn't typically like any hikes.
You can feel the breeze coming from the falls.
Feels good after hiking through the kind of the sun-spotted trees. It's pretty nice to get up here and just kind of cool down and relax for a minute. Plus,
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, plus all of the ambient noise from the people is a bit drowned out from the waterfalls, so that's cool.
Well, and I was going to say I'm surprised at how many people are up here, and all ages, because
And sizes.
it's not easy necessarily because you're climbing over big rocks, so you have to pay attention where you're at. Brandon realized he needs new shoes because his have no tread.
Well, I realized it on our last hike that we did. I didn't have any tread there either. Nothing has changed between then and now. Oh, we got a guest here. Don't know who that is, but welcome to the vlog.
Life live now.
Yep.
He's living his best life.
Really cool spot here. Definitely recommend this one.
And if you can scramble the rocks, you should, because it's a really cool view of the lower falls
Yeah.
that you don't see from the bridge.
I did it fairly easily without much tread, so get some nice, good sturdy boots and you'll be fine.
And back.
That is hard.
So we right now are in the falls.
We're in Cook Meadows, I think.
Yeah, Cook Meadows. We started over there, and we're right here now. And there's still a lot more to go.
What's behind you?
A fallen down tree.
No. The thing in the mountains.
The waterfall. What is it called?
Upper and lower Yosemite Falls.
Two of them back there.
Yeah, so there's the little one right there. That's the one we climbed up to. We went over there, and that's upper over there.
And you can hike up to the top of that, but it's like 7 miles and slippery.
It's a lot.
Which is why we did not take Brielle up there.
Did you
I
want to say
died.
anything else, too?
I just fall and die.
Brielle, do you want to talk about Broken Arrow up there, now that you've learned about it?
Oh yeah.
You broke an arrow?
So you got to talk to the camera though, or Daddy can't hear you.
So the water erodes the rock up there, and there's that little one, that little piece right there. It's called Broken Arrow. It used to be like that used to be flat up there, but the water eroded it like that.
They call it Broken Arrow because supposedly somebody shot an arrow up there. Was the myth behind it. Oh, we're in front of Upper and Lower Yosemite Falls.
Can't see anything right here, but
Oh yeah, you can't see lower, but that's Upper Yosemite Falls. So yeah, I don't know if we're on Cook Loop, but we're in Cook's Meadow. And it's named after a guy who actually had cattle grazing here up until the 1920s, and then they let the grass return to its normal self. But there was a hotel down here and cattle grazing down here up until the 1920s. So that's kind of interesting. This area was also under floodwaters to about this level in 1997. So disregard what we said about floodwaters, but you can see Halfdome back there. We're down in the meadow. This is a really cool, easy hike, but where you can really see everything well. So if you're only going to do
trail.
Yeah, if you're only going to do one hike in Yosemite Valley, this is a neat area to be.
As I referenced in that last clip, the walk through Cook's Meadow is going to give you the chance to see it all. You'll be able to enjoy views of Yosemite Falls, Halfdome, Sentinel Rock, and Royal Arches right there from the center of the valley as you walk through Cook's Meadow. Also, in the previous clip, I was a little confused about the height of the floodwaters, but when we came to this bridge, we discovered that the floodwaters actually have come up higher than this bridge before in the meadow. But as you can see, when we were there in the fall, the waters were low. In the spring, the Yosemite Falls do have more water coming from snowmelt, and so I'm sure that river area is also much higher. But it was a nice relaxing space to just sit and enjoy the day.
All right, we're at Yosemite National Park.
In the Indian Village.
In the Indian Village. So I don't know if you can see the
teepee structure.
teepees. I'm going to stop pointing because I tend to just
He
move my
points and
finger
then
all
he's
the way around.
far away from what he's actually pointing at. So yeah, we're in the Indian Village. There is a little theater over here and a museum, and Steele's working on junior park ranger. We just got run over by a field trip.
Yeah.
So we decided to stop here, catch our breath, let the field trip move on before we moved on to the next thing.
Yeah, so we had heard how awesome Yosemite was. I don't think the rounding of the coming out of the tunnel, and then boom, you got Halfdome and El Capitan and all the
right
other
into
rock
the
features.
Yosemite Valley is
Yeah,
what
Yosemite
he's talking
Valley.
about. And then you see the iconic, what you know, if you've seen it online, of Yosemite.
I wasn't sure how much of it was hype from Californians saying how awesome it is, but I think it actually is really cool. So we're going to explore the whole thing.
And I will say already, I recommend doing more than a few days because it took us a little while to get acclimated. We haven't had quite that period in other national parks, but trying to figure out where to go. And we're here in October and it's still pretty crowded.
Yeah.
So in the summer, it's probably
Very
madness.
packed. Well, I mean, it's already been kind of madness, but we stopped in a location, talked to a ranger, and I said, busy, huh? And he goes, nope. But it seemed very busy to us, but I think this is one of the most popular national parks in the country. So,
Anywhere.
yeah. So anyway, we're going to go do some more exploring, maybe do a hike here in just a little bit. But yeah, we're basically right in the middle of the valley here, and there are shuttles everywhere that we're going to try to jump on, and that's what we're going to go try to get.
One of the best things for our family about traveling is just all the new information and things we've learned. It's so much easier and more engaging to learn new things when you're in the location where those events took place. While you're in Yosemite Valley, there's a museum and a reconstructed Indian village that are going to teach you all about the heritage and culture of the indigenous people who lived there first. When we were there, we were excited to watch this man demonstrate how arrowheads are carved, as we'd all seen arrowheads before, but we didn't know how they were made. So it's very neat to watch somebody else show you that. Also, something else that was really neat about Yosemite, I assume because they receive so many visitors each year, is that the animals are actually quite friendly. They don't get shy around people, and so you're able to really interact with them and see all the unique wildlife available in Yosemite National Park. It is a beautiful park that's well known for many attractions, so if you're looking for a place to relax and just witness sights like El Capitan, Yosemite Falls, or the Mariposa Grove of giant sequoias, you can find all of that throughout this huge national park. Speaking of huge, the sequoia trees are quite large as well. I loved the way they did this cross-section of the rings and actually labeled significant moments in history, so that way you could really get a feel not only for how large these trees are, but also just how old they are as well. Thank you so much for joining us on this sneak peek of Yosemite. As I referenced earlier, you're going to want to spend more than a day or two here if you have time, and that's what we did. So join us next week to see all the epic shots that Yosemite is known for, as well as some of our very favorite things that we did while at Yosemite National Park.